Camera? Okay. Let's call the meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Abraham?
Here.
Urick?
Yes.
Kish is present, Lynch is absent.
We have the reading of the minutes of the last meeting.
The January 13th meeting minutes from the Amherst Township Trustees. The meeting was called to order at 7:02 p.m. by Lynch. Pledge to the flag, roll call. Abraham, Lynch, Urick, and Kish were present. Also in attendance, L. Ashley, G. Lynch, M. Marasco, and F. Amica. 1-125, a motion by Lynch, seconded by Abraham, to approve the 2024 records retention meeting minutes, the 2024 end-of-year meeting, and 2025 organizational meeting of December 17th, 2024, as presented. All ayes. 1-225, a motion by Lynch, seconded by Abraham. Move to approve the financial reports and payment of items on the payment listing as presented. All ayes. Fiscal officer reported that 2024 year-end was completed on January 4th, and all final reports will be submitted next weekend, giving employees time to look over their W-2s and 1099s before submission to state and federal offices. Fiscal year 2025 is up and running. 2022-2023 audit will continue this Friday, when I should have a better idea of where we are in the process and a completion date. Trustee Lynch also noted that the 2025 temporary appropriations were passed and the permanent appropriations will need to be passed at a March meeting to get to the auditor on time. Under audience concerns, Farrah Lillian Amica introduced herself, and she is running for Oberlin Municipal Court Judge, replacing Judge Januzzi, who is retiring the end of the year. Under correspondence, Fiscal Officer Kish noted that she received correspondence from the Ohio Department of Transportation for the 2024 Township Highway System mileage certification, and the trustee signatures are needed. She will forward signed copy to the Lorain County Engineer's Office. Trustee Lynch noted that NOPEC is hosting a lunch and learn this Friday, January 17th from 12 to 1:30 p.m. NOPEC Community Event Grant is open, and Township Administrator Ashley will report more on that in her report. Lorain County Township Association meeting this Thursday, January 16th, 2025. The Lorain County Stormwater Management District meeting was earlier this evening, and we will be applying for 2 mini grants through the Lorain County Stormwater Management District. One mini grant will serve as a partial match for OPWC funds for the 2025 Rustic Hill Lane Road Restoration Project. Trustee Lynch will not be at the January 28th trustee meeting due to the OTA Winter Conference. Under reports for fire, the annual meeting of the Sandstone Joint Ambulance District on Thursday, February 13th, 2025 at the Amherst Fire Station. SJAD Representative Melissa Gulker is unable to attend the February 13th, 2025, so Trustee Lynch requested alternate Representative Urick to join him at the meeting. Under zoning, total permits for 2024 were 141, 43 new constructions, 14 fences, 28 accessory buildings, 10 patios, 5 pools, 7 decks, 2 garages, 8 signs, 2 additions, and 22 new commercial buildings. The Zoning Commission held their 2025 organizational meeting on January 7th, 2025. The BCA held their 2025 organizational on January 8th, 2025. Road, Park, and Cemetery, Road Superintendent Smarsh was out plowing roads, but left a proposal from Barnes for yard waste grinding and hauling services. The quote is for $16,750 for 30,000 cubic feet. This quote is based on it happening soon versus later, as Barnes will be grinding yard waste for the adjoining communities of Elyria and Elyria Township. 1-325, a motion by Abraham, seconded by Urick. Motion to accept the proposal from Barnes Nursery for $16,750 for the grinding and removal of yard waste for the composting yard. All ayes. Trustee Administrator. Director Ashley noted that the Amherst Township Stormwater MS4 report was emailed to Lorain County Stormwater District, and the annual report for the yard waste class 5 for composting facility was sent to the Ohio EPA, waiting for an e-check for the fleets. She is working on several grants, including the NOPEC Community Event Grant, and we will be approved for that one. Working on the inventory list with Kevin, working on a cloud service for the zoning office and the administrative office to network their systems. There's a cybersecurity grant offered through OTA that she will be looking at. NOPEC correspondence indicated the township is eligible for $12,136 this year, and we have $14,219 in our escrow balance. The total will be $26,355. Administrator Ashley and Road Superintendent Smarsh would like the trustees to consider applying the NOPEC grant funds toward a replacement furnace for the Township Hall. The contractor that currently services the Township furnaces recommended replacement. Ashley and Smarsh to obtain quotes for replacement of the furnaces. Ashley will update the Township's NOPEC profile as part of the grant requirement. House Bill 315 for the AEDs. Administrator Ashley called Otarma and she's still waiting for a call back. There is a grant that the OTA is trying to put through for AED purchasing. 1425, a motion by Lynch, seconded by Abraham. Authorize Township Administrator to take all actions necessary to apply for Northeast Ohio Public Energy Council, NOPEC, 2025 Community Event Sponsorship Grant application. All ayes. 1525, a motion by Lynch, seconded by Urich. Site plan review and variance hearing cost recovery for architect and fire inspector services greater than 2 hours for each professional service. All ayes. Trustee Urich noted that there was a solid waste policy committee held today. For 2024, the district had revenue of approximately $2,281,417 and expenditures of approximately $1,710,123 with a carryover of approximately $4,885,900. The district finished new contracts with vendors for the collection center. All vendors remain the same except for the e-waste vendor. The Sustainability Learning Center opened at the collection center. Grant was filed with the Ohio EPA for a new shred truck. The district is waiting for a response. District is debating whether to keep its current 10-year plan or go to a 15-year plan. A new plan update cycle will start after 11/22/25. Trustee Urich, Solid Waste Consortium representative, is unable to attend the upcoming consortium meeting. The next regularly scheduled meeting will be Tuesday, January 28, 2025 at 7 p.m. at the Amherst Township Hall. 1625, a motion by Lynch, seconded by Urich to adjourn at 8 p.m. All ayes.
Do you have any corrections or additions to the minutes?
I don't have any correction.
I have one correction, Chris. One correction, and I don't know why I didn't catch this at first. But at the top, the date, that should be January 14th.
Whoops. You know what? I changed that earlier. That's my bad. Got it. January 14th.
Okay, that's January 14th. Okay, I have no other corrections, except maybe for the zoning inspector at the end of his report. I think you should add a partridge in a pear tree.
I almost said that, but I didn't want to.
Oh, well. Oh, we won't
I
add
was
that
so
then.
close, David, just saying that.
we won't add
So
that,
close.
but the thought was there. Anyway,
That's scary.
okay, I make a motion then to approve the January 14th minutes as corrected.
I second it.
Urich,
Yes?
Abraham,
Yes.
and that is 1-7, gentlemen. 1/7/25.
Next item
And the,
on reading of the bills and the financial
you have the
reports.
payment listing in front of you. Everything that includes month-end payroll, basically all just monthly bills. Except Columbia Printing was printing for zoning.
What was, zoning book?
Yeah,
All right.
we could have saved a little money there. We have an abundance of binders in the back that we probably could have recycled and reused.
Okay, otherwise,
Our year-to-date revenue is $27,608.46, and our year-to-date expenditures are $86,770.72.
all right. Do you have any questions on the bills? I make a motion then to pay the bills with reservations and to accept the financial reports.
I second it.
Urich,
Yes?
Abraham,
Yes.
great.
Okay, that's 1-8.
That's 1-8, and then we also have the December 2024 credit card account
One moment.
transaction detail.
still before us. Okay. I have no questions. I would, do you have any questions on the credit card?
No question.
Okay, I would make a motion then that the credit card account transaction detail has been reviewed per policy. The card statement is accepted as presented, subject to investigation.
I second it.
Euring,
Yes.
Abraham.
Yes.
Next item. Okay, we have on the agenda, item 6, welcome, or,
No,
wait a
we
minute,
haven't.
we've got amended certificate if you want, you need to approve, right?
Yep. And that is just due to the OPWC grant funding.
Okay. That would be this one.
What is the number on that?
It will be 11025. Should it be
110,
approved?
25?
Okay, well, I will make a motion then that the Board of Trustees of Amherst Township will request an amended certificate of the 2025 township budget of the estimated resources to account for the anticipated OPWC grant, increasing the Public Works Commission fund from $200 to $145,200. And it is found and determined that all formal actions of this the trustees concerning and relating to adoption of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting, and that all deliberations and any committees resulted in such formal actions were meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including the revised code. That is my motion.
I'll second it.
Euring,
Yes.
Abraham.
Yes.
The only other thing is I'm still working with the state auditor on the 2022-2023 audit.
Is there a blue sticker on this one? We need one? Do you have one?
Neil, that was in your packet.
Yeah. Oh, this is a yellow one, maybe it's, oh well. Yeah, it's getting colorful. All right, at this point, we usually welcome people to the meeting, and if there's anything that the audience would like to bring before the board, or any questions or comments at this time, I would invite you to do so.
Anybody else?
Do you have anything, Kirsten?
No, I don't.
Paul?
How about yourself? Okay. I have a quickie. It's a small potatoes thing. Sam D'Ambrosio, zoning inspector. Apparently, we've met in person, nice fellow, had good conversations. Apparently, he came out to our shop and he left a zoning certificate of occupancy form to fill out on my shop. I have multiple tenants in that building, as everybody knows. And then I have my own shop. And that's full of our tools and supplies for that building, which is over 20,000 square feet. And there is a sign on the door. We use a contractor almost exclusively named Joe Meyer. Joe Meyer is in Parma. He's had an address in Parma for 25 years, nowhere else. And he does a lot of my work. And I put one of it, Columbia Printing does our printing, and guess he does your printing too. So one day I was in Columbia Printing and I said, make up a sign that said Joe Meyer Construction of Orleans. I want to stick it on the door of my shop. think Joe Meyer would think that was fine. And it's my door, and I can do whatever I want with it. Well, Sam came out and figured I was trying to fool him, that that shop is rented out to somebody. And let it be said for the record, we are not leasing out that suite. It's my shop. It's always been my shop. It belongs to the building. And if anybody would like to see, I brought one of my monthly bills from Joe Meyer's All Pro Industries. And his address is, and it has been, 6511 Earl Road in Parma Heights. So he is not a resident. He has never had a lease in my building. We've never collected a dime from him. It's my shop. So I don't need a certificate of occupancy for my own storage of my own tools and equipment, do I?
Right.
Fire inspector probably seen the sign and thought it was a business.
But he's been over that building. I've invited him over, and as I invite you people to come over and take a look around, and really simply, I don't want to hide from the township. I love the township. I want everybody to be welcome to drop by, to have a coffee and look around. And one of the reasons is we like to show that building off. You know, one of our first tenant ever is still there. It's a bunch of ladies from Lorain County. And they asked to move in for 6 months, and here it is 23 years later. They're still there. And interesting, you might be entertained by this. I just learned that when they have, what's the name of the street that they're on, the big Lorain County building? They're just down the road. When they have little quiet meetings and they want to get out of their own campus, guess where they go? They go to our building on Oberlin Road and have their meetings up in that front suite. So I thought that was kind of interesting. That's about it. So I don't need a certificate of occupancy for my own storage of my own tools and equipment,
The
correct?
answer.
No,
That's correct.
Okay. I'd like to extend an invitation as of right now, as if you needed one, to come over and look around. That's not the newest building in Amherst Township or Lorain County, but I'm pretty sure we're either the best maintained or damn sure the closest best maintained building in Amherst Township or Lorain County. And if anybody would like to take a look, why? Come on over. Open the door and let you wander around on your own.
well, I don't know
That's
to say
Sir?
you do or you don't. I know things haven't been, shall we say, maintained in the past as they should have been, as far as keeping up with certificates of occupancy,
We've never had it.
with buildings,
lengthy.
and this is township-wide, and fire inspections, things like that. So it's something that we are trying to catch up on, and it's not just you, it's any business in the township should be getting these
Okay.
visits, and it's not a major item to get a certificate of occupancy. It's just something that may need to be done. I can't say that you don't need one. I understand what you're saying. It's part of the building, it's part of the, if everybody left, you would still be there with that,
Tools and shovels and so on and so forth.
like a storage area.
Yeah. Roofing supplies.
Okay.
Didn't you already go through occupancy permit with the fire inspector
Left it.
last year, was it?
We had the fire inspector out, and I was happy to have him out.
Could have been that.
And I showed off the fact that if we need 10 extinguishers, we have 15, for example.
Sure.
Our electrical is perfection, and he seemed to be pretty happy with all that. So, but I don't recall any discussion of a certificate of occupancy with the fire inspector. He was just looking at our housekeeping,
Yeah, okay.
our ability to not set fire to the place. I got a little bored here a few years ago, and we started with new meters on the building, digital meters, to go from analog to digital. We just kept going. So we rewired the entire building. How's that one? That doesn't happen every day.
I'll talk
Well-
with Sam tomorrow,
Good.
and,
I would
I've called him,
recommend,
but he doesn't return calls always. That's why I'm here.
he'll be in tomorrow morning.
Good.
I'll speak with him. He's trying to get things up to par. He's trying to get things up to
Good for
snuff in
him.
the
Good.
township. So,
he's a straight shooter too, that's what I like about him.
yeah,
He's good, Paul, you would.
I
would
couldn't
like
figure
him.
out why he just
But,
didn't call me.
Yeah, try to,
Why didn't he just pick up the phone? He's got my number.
okay.
and he does call.
Well, I call him and I don't get a call back always.
Well, let's, the point of reference is try to contact Sam or get in contact with Sam.
I did.
And
I left
if-
2 messages.
Or have him
haven't heard
contact
back.
you,
I haven't heard
whatnot.
back.
That appears
So
to
here
be
I
what
am.
the problem is. There's no communication there, and then we'll go from there.
I'll speak with him tomorrow morning, Paul.
Thank you.
We'll get
If
something.
Kevin would,
Muchas gracias.
okay.
That's all I know.
Okay, Paul, anything else?
I'm a happy little guy. I think you guys run a wonderful ship.
But we're here and you know where we're at. so-
I'm lucky to be here. Real quick, as I'm going out the door, 23 years ago, I think it was, I had a partner on that building. And he dragged me kicking and screaming all the way to come out here from Cleveland. And all these years later, I'll tell you, this is the best decision I ever made. Was moving in and buying that building and being a neighbor. Good place. See you all.
Okay.
Good night.
Thank you, Paul. Have a good night.
You're gonna follow up on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll see what we got there.
Thank you. How about
Okay.
those 3 gentlemen in the back?
No, they're
They're here
observing.
observing.
They're observing.
They're-
Okay, next item, correspondence.
I have none.
Do you have anything to bring forward,
No.
Denny? I have nothing to bring forward at this time. Reports. Ambulance service is what, the meeting's when? At 11 a.m. on the 13th? Okay, I have to go to that, so there's a quorum. So that's, okay. Denny, is that correct? Is the ambulance board at 11 a.m.?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not involved in that ambulance board anymore.
I would know, okay. No one from the sheriff's department, no one from zoning?
It is 11 a.m. then, David.
Okay, thank you. Zoning inspector, zoning commission, zoning board of appeals, we have no
Nobody.
one there. Fire prevention officer, is not here. Road superintendent,
I don't have much to report. So far this year, we've been dealing with the weather, snow, been keeping up on it. A couple of breakdowns we dealt with, got it taken care of, didn't put us back too far. Was assisting on a couple of water main breaks with the county. And the new dump truck was taken to Gled Hill. That is the company that puts the plow on, salt box, and auger, what turns it into a snow fighter. Was taken there on the 16th of January, and so we should expect it the first week of February. So hopefully, if all went well and is going well, next week we should have the new dump truck in. I spoke with Barnes. After that was all okayed and good to go, and the yard waste pile is scheduled for the 3rd week of February to be ground and hauled out. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
anything under cemeteries or park?
No, not at this time. We did end up cleaning up the parking lot of the park. The with the kind of sun, and since we don't maintain, it doesn't have winter maintenance, it got real rough down there, so we did end up getting that cleaned up. So it's a little bit smoother, safer in a sense. But cemeteries know that the wreath, the veterans for the wreaths for those holidays, those wreaths are there. They will be picked up by the end of this week. And it's been real quiet. That's it.
In the affirmative.
All right. Senior Services Township Administrator, Ashley, she's not here. First Tuesday of the month is usually when she's here. However, we do have two resolutions pertaining to her. The first resolution would authorize the Township Administrator to take all necessary actions to apply for Lorraine County Public Health 2025 Healthy Places Grant. A copy of the resolution. I would, that would be Resolution 11125. I would make that motion.
I'll second it.
Allow Administrator Ashley to apply. We have here, not to read the whole item, but that Linda Ashley and Trustee Neil Lynch or any of the other trustees are authorized to take all necessary actions to create a 2025 Lorraine County Public Health Healthy Places grant application for up to $10,000 for the purchase of AEDs, weatherproof AED boxes, and training of athletic team coaches and personnel. A match of up to $4,000 will be appropriated from township funds to leverage any funds awarded by Lorraine County Public Health Healthy Choices Grant. Okay, that's the gist of my motion.
I'll second that.
Euring,
Yes.
Abraham,
Yes.
Yes.
Is that 111?
that is 111, yes.
111. Okay, next item, under Township Administrator, or, no? Oh, this is,
Yes.
this is for roads also. All right, but what we want to do here is, I want to make a motion for the authorization of application for Lorraine County Stormwater District Mini Grant Financial Assistance for storm sewer system restoration and reduction of erosion and sediment. This is pertaining to a mini grants, two mini grants, that the Amherst Township Road Superintendent Kevin Smarch and Township Administrator Linda Ashley are authorized to submit two stormwater mini grant applications for financial assistance from the Lorraine County Stormwater District for stormwater quality improvement and sewer system replacement and improvement. The grant funding requested on each application shall not exceed $7,500, and the priority of the two applications should be identified in the event only one application is approved by the Lorraine County Stormwater District. Okay. And Road Superintendent, Township Administrator, or any of the trustees are authorized to sign all Lorraine County Stormwater District application for mini grant related to documentation and memorandum of understanding for the 2025 program year.
I will second that motion.
Okay. Motion been made and seconded.
Euring,
Yes.
Abraham,
Yes. And what is that?
it is
One.
112.
112. Okay, next item, business. Lorco, trustee Lynch is not here to give that report. Phase 2 MS4 permit, second Tuesday. No one is here to give that report, Lynch or Sam D'Ambrosio. I have nothing to bring forward on that. Do you have anything to bring forward under stormwater?
No, I don't.
Kevin, do you have anything under stormwater?
No, not at this time, other than next week, I already have oopsed for a storm drain to go in on Tenney Avenue between Broadway and Taylor.
I think the only item under that would have been this authorization for application, motion, resolution 112. I think that's the only one that would have been under that.
Yep.
Nothing under that. Complaint and corrective action status. Do we have any updates on any of the outstanding complaints? I have nothing right now. Do you have
I have
anything?
nothing
Jenny?
either.
Do you have anything, Kevin?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you know, Chris, there was that email about the woman that said the snowplow had taken her mailbox. I emailed her back and just asked her for her address, and because it was nowhere to be found on that email, correct?
I'd have to go back and look.
Oh,
I
okay.
just forwarded them. I don't,
All right, but nothing ever came of it. I gave her my number, and there was a very small amount of information on this email. And I told her to get in touch and/or email me back, and I never heard nothing, so. That's all.
Let's see what else we have here. Nothing else under complaints. Sanitation, sewers, Lorco. Nothing else on the agenda. I have nothing else to bring forward. Do you have anything to bring forward, Denny?
Nope, I have nothing. I had a note from Neil. He sent me an email saying that the 3 resolutions, and we passed those, and he said that was it.
Well, I have nothing further to bring before the board.
I have nothing either.
When is our next meeting? Our next meeting is
Tuesday, February 11th.
Tuesday, February 11th at 7 p.m. at the Township Hall here. Nothing else to come before the board. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Should I second it?
Yes, you should.
I think they should do, and I don't. Anyway, okay. I will second that.
Abraham?
Yes.
Yurick?
Yes. Meeting adjourned.